Alright guys, here we are on Metropolis and at the right side of the map, not really the upper right, it's more like the direct 3 o'clock position actually on this one. We have our red Terran player from the team FXO, formerly in Code S, now he's down in Code A I believe, but wouldn't be surprised if he got back. It is FXO GuMiho, and down at the 6 o'clock position in the blue, 1 game away from advancing to the lower bracket finals, it is Liquid HerO.
Alright, so Liquid HerO, round of 16, Code S, Liquid HerO, competitor at IPL 4, Liquid HerO.
Yep.
This guy's been pretty much everywhere lately, it seems like.
Yeah, and he's been making a good show of himself pretty much everywhere as well. I mean, definitely one of the bright spots for Protoss right now.
Yeah, certainly one of the bright spots of Liquid, too. Certainly there. I mean, well, with the signing of Tasia, it gets a little more complicated, but I mean, otherwise, I would say definitely their ace. So.
Yep, and HerO, one great thing about him is that he's so good, but he also tends to play in a very entertaining way, too. You know, that's why he's become a fan favorite as well. And that's really kind of the best combination when you can, you know, have a style that both wins games and is fun to watch.
Alright, so we'll see what sort of style he wants to pull out here on this map. Interesting choice from GuMiho, and he did get close positions by air, so we'll see if that influences what he does. He does enjoy going through the air if he can, but otherwise, from natural to natural, the walk distances are actually quite long on this map.
For some reason, when we said going through the air, it made me think of Neo from the second and third Matrix movies, so he can like fly around and stuff.
Is that what GuMiho is? He's got his towel. He's got his towel flapping with him.
That's right. He just like spins it like a helicopter blade, and he flies through the air. You didn't know that about GuMiho?
No, that's
I thought
amazing.
Everybody knew that. Yeah,
I know why he appreciates his towel so much.
I'll be like walking to the GOM studio when I was in Korea, and like I'll hear this like helicopter sound, and I'll look up and it's GuMiho, like slowly descending from the heavens to land in front of me. And he's like, "Hey, Doa." I'm like, "Hey, GuMiho." He's like, "I learned to speak English." I'm like, that's impressive.
It was my towel.
You're so impressive.
What can I say?
And so, it's an impressive probe getting in and not dying immediately. And how much is he going to see? Not a lot.
No,
maybe not so impressive after all.
Impressive for not dying immediately. That means my whole life has been impressive up to now, I suppose.
That's true. Well, if you think about all the things that can randomly like kill you in this world, it's impressive that we've all lasted this long.
There you go.
You know, dinosaurs, they can't say the same thing.
You are absolutely right.
Completely different time scales, I guess.
Facts. You are discussing facts now, but
that's right. SCV getting chased out by that Zelf, but not before, rather. He saw enough to give GuMiho a good idea about what's going on. It's going to be a fast expand build from GuMiho too, as we can see.
Yeah, got that bunker coming up the front as well. Make sure that he doesn't take any unnecessary damage, of course. And HerO, what are you doing with this probe over here?
I don't know. Maybe scouting for a fast third? Probably just scouting for any sort of proxies or anything like that, or maybe planning on putting a pylon down himself.
Yeah, let's find out. Yeah, it's going all the way to the back, and we'll see if he wants to... I don't know, actually. We've seen GuMiho take super quick hidden thirds on this map, but it looks like HerO just scouting for proxies.
Yep. Not going to find any, though.
Nope.
Unless he puts them there himself, and then he's like, hey, I found a proxy.
That's the kind of work ethic that I can get behind. Yep. So
now GuMiho has an SCV at the top of the map here, too.
Yes.
Scouting for the same thing. And maybe even proxying something himself, though I don't know why you'd proxy something, you know, farthest away from your opponent's base as possible, but if it is, you know, something that goes through the air, then it does, of course, make a little bit of a difference. 2 gas going up for GuMiho, too, but he does have 3 barracks, so I believe it's just going to be bio upgrades for now, and look at that. A Warp Prism on the way for Liquid HerO, so we're going to see that classic Warp Prism harass from our Team Liquid player today.
Oh my god, he's actually going 4-gate Robo off of one base to go ahead and just try and end the game right now.
Warp Prism all in.
I was wondering why he was checking for proxies, is because he wants to make sure that he can pull this off 100% without having any sort of interruption.
Yeah, oh, that SCV, though, he's going to come down and maybe see that there is no expansion. If he does, that'll give GuMiho a little bit of extra time to prepare.
Oh, it looks like this is going to hit too quick, though. Oh, the SCV is stopped!
Oh, man.
All right. Nope. Some units are going to start dropping in a second. That bunker still sitting up at the front. The Stalker, of course, going to poke back in a second and look like it's going to do something. Oh, GuMiho still doesn't see that pylon, though.
Wow, he has no idea. There's Zealots in the base now. And only a bunch of Marines to try to defend. Here comes an SCV, some buffer, some damage, a few Stalkers hang out behind there.
Oh,
and pretty good surround by GuMiho here.
It is, but this is still a huge amount of damage that's already been taken here. What a cool decision out of HerO. We're going to see if he can just end this right now. He'll need another round of Warpins here in just a bit. His Stalkers are taking a little bit of damage, so they picked off so many Marines so far.
Oh, man, the SCVs, though, they do pretty well. It's kind of scary, man. You see the Stalkers, like, struggling to try to escape. Oh, no!
And then they just spontaneously combust there.
Horrifying.
Well.
They, like, twitch before the... Hey.
Wow.
It's really terrifying. And a lot of mining time being lost by GuMiho as well. That's another big part of it. But HerO needs to kill GuMiho with this attack. He's all in, man.
Yes, he does, but I think he has a reasonable shot at doing just that.
Yeah, it's starting to look that way.
GuMiho is down to just 13 now, 12 SCVs and falling. He does have a Marauder out, though, and Stim still so far away from finishing.
Yep.
And one Marauder is going to fall. The second is going to go down here in just a second as well. Just a handful of Marines out. There's the GG, and HerO has 3-0'd GuMiho. He